So I believe, or I experience, that success begins with making a first choice. Nobody can make the choices for us. We have to make first choices on our own. And you know my story and my first choice. I'm curious, when you reflect on your journey, to hear what's a first choice that you made that you know impacted your journey to success.
Oh boy.
Or one of them. Because I think there can be multiple first choices.
Of course. I would say that is my career. I've spent the entirety of my career in the nonprofit sector. And it's a big part of me, a big part of who I am to give back. When I was in my village growing up, I always saw my mom and my great grandmother and my grandma giving back to those, even when they didn't really have that much to give back. It was a big part of who they are, and they raised me to be that way as well. Here I am in my career, my 11 years in the nonprofit sector, giving back to others. So I think that was definitely my first choice.
Will you tell my community a little bit more about what you do today with Volunteers of America?
Sure.
And just a little bit more about VOA to begin with.
Okay. Volunteers of America Greater New York is part, of a national organization. We are the Greater New York affiliate. We are a 127-year-old human services organization with a goal of ending homelessness in the Greater New York area by the year 2050 through health, housing, and wealth building initiatives. Each year, we provide about 13,000 individuals with permanent and temporary supportive housing. And with one of our most popular initiatives, Operation Backpack, that number swells to around 30,000. We have around 60 programs in 4 of the boroughs of Manhattan, Westchester County, and Northern New Jersey. The people that we serve, it's a wide range of people. So it's veterans, the elderly, victims of domestic violence, those who have been afflicted with mental health or substance abuse issues, children with developmental delays, children who are aging out of the foster care system, chronically homeless individuals and families. I honestly don't think that there is a vulnerable population in the Greater New York area who don't have a hand in serving. So yeah, it's an incredible organization. I'm very, very fortunate to be a part of it.
And a first choice you made 11 years ago led you to here. And here's something. It does not seem like this is the case with you, but I'm going to ask anyways. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I see for myself and for others that making a first choice is really hard. You know what you want to do or how to do it, but it just seems so hard to make that choice. Did you struggle with that at all, or have you struggled with making first choices?
For my career, I don't think it was that difficult of a choice. I thought I was going to be, a human resources professional. I did an internship in college where, I was at another human services organization, ironically, and I was interning in the HR department. And one day, the development department just needed help with an event, and I worked and I helped them with that event, and they got me into like the day-to-day, logistics of everything, and actually really enjoyed it. It was more fast-paced than I believe HR would be, and that was more appealing to me at the time. And, I just stuck with it. My first job after graduating with my undergraduate degree was as a development assistant at a community hospital. And I just never looked back from there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you'll just keep on making an impact. Thank you for joining me for our Choose and Become interview series. You could find this episode and others at trishkendall.com. Just go to trishkendall.com/choose-become-interview-series.
Or if you have a question or just want to leave a comment, email me, trish@trishkendall.com.